Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Hey, sorry, no. He's this ever... Sorry. He's this ever-turning...
Season 3 kicks off with a real bang. So why do you think it is that we're so compelled by this push and pull between Rhaenyra and Alicent exists, but we're so drawn in?
I don't know. I think, you know, for both of them, they're both sort of preserved in amber for each other from when they were girls, and so it's really hard to see past that. But then so many awful things have happened, you know. They have gone through so much hardship, and it's really hard to square away the things that have happened to them because of the other person. So, I don't know, that makes for a lot of tension. You know, it's big, gushing, like smashing, quite onomatopoeic. I just was there.
The Battle of the Gullet really kicks things off and puts things in high gear. Your character has switched sides before, and he's had some regrets about where the cards have fallen. So why do you think that audiences are still so firmly in Sir Criston Cole's corner, even when he continues to betray those who care about him?
Are they is the question I would is the answer to that question. I don't know if they are, but that's kind of you to say. I don't know if they are, but he's such a kind of like ever-turning...
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Hey, sorry, no. He's this ever... Sorry. He's this ever-turning... I'm so sorry. He's in ever...
I love it.
Come on, Fab.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
We're having it's an in-joke between us. It's nothing to do with you. Ask me a question, he'll come back to it.
Sorry.
Talk to me about Ormond Hightower and how he gets in the way of this sibling rivalry. And you know, as somebody who was recently a newbie, did you initiate James?
Well, I mean, James Norton, if there's any actor in the world who doesn't need initiation, it's James Norton. But he slid into the world, you know, seamlessly and immaculately, and he plays a blinder as this character, and he's so odious and yet charming and funny and smart. His character is very, very intelligent, and yet, and Gwaine and he have this sort of a tacit respect for each other, but also one that is sort of based on a sort of old familial loathing. I mean, it's like they basically want to have a street fight with each other the whole time. But yeah, that's what I'd say.
Your character kind of puts a little vision in Daemon's head. And what can you tease about how her influence on Daemon maybe deepens this season?
I don't think Daemon is going to have an easy time kind of shaking Alice from, you know, his life or his psyche. I think she's made a really important impact on like I mean, he bent the knee to Rhaenyra, you know. I think that's like a huge sign. How he moves forward now that he, you know, is moving away from Harrenhal is really interesting. It's going to be really interesting. And it's like, what is he making way for in Alice Rivers' life, in Alice Rivers' world, and her purpose and her journey? Because who knows if they will be interacting anymore, you know?
Fabien posted a great photo of yourself, Olivia, himself, Tom, and Ewan in custom jerseys. Some of the fans are saying, what's the deal? Why is she on the other side? You know, just like
people are
just
talking about that already. Uh-oh. Maybe someone should have thought about that. You know, I think Alice is you know, she's a floater. I don't think she's ready to take any side fully. And I think, you know, the fans are going to infer what they're going to infer, but I think it makes it exciting to to keep watching, to see how that might be a part of the truth. Like, I might be wearing a jersey for Team Black today. Like, I don't know what's in store for me.
I'm curious, like, how the phenomenal Battle of the Gullet tests the sea snake's loyalty to both his side and to his first mate.
Wow, that's a very, very good question. I hate when people say that because it's really kind of patronising, isn't it?
No, but
well done, you.
You're doing your job good.
Well done. Look at you. You can do your job.
But no,
Yeah.
it is good though.
But it's a
like,
good question.
do you know what I mean?
In terms of the effect it has on the relationship with his son, it strengthens it because they come into this episode off the back of what happened in season 2, and they're still kind of estranged. And Corlys is trying to forge a link. What focuses the mind very quickly is somebody across the water trying to take your head off. And you have to be good at your job, and you have to rely on the people around you. And one of the people around him is his son, who he knows is very good at his job. So you see your son in battle. You are concerned for his welfare as well as your own. And that, I think, helps strengthen forge something that they can build on. In terms of his loyalty to the cause, that's a very interesting question, because I think, and in fact, later on, he says it, and I think he says it in season 2 as well. Certainly in season 1. At the end of season 1, there's a scene with myself and my wife, Rhaenys, where I say, this isn't for us, this whole battle crap. Let's just go back to our place, keep out of this, and enjoy our money with our granddaughters. And she says, no, this woman's right. She has a legitimate claim to the throne, and we need to help her. So he reluctantly joins the battle. So season 3, he takes stock, and he's like, I have given everything. I've given so much for this. And I think he is constantly assessing that. I mean, I won't give anything away, but there are major ruptures in his relationship with that family. Because he has a sense of, not only is he grieving, but he has a sense of grievance.
Now that Aegon and Larys are on this quest together, how does that help rebuild your character's confidence after, of course, everything that happened near the end of season 2?
Yeah, I mean, we see him at the beginning, kind of starting again from scratch, and this whole season is just building block, building block, building block, building block, get them knocked down, building block, building block, so it's a constant kind of journey to some level of satisfaction or progress. And yeah, there's like twists and turns along the way, which are satisfying to play as an actor, because it's quite an unpredictable journey that we go on, both of us actually this season. Yeah. But it's great. I really relish the moments where we get to see Aegon's humanity and not just a whirling dervish running through the wild and being reckless. There are obviously elements of that still in him, and there always will be, but it's great when I'm able to find those moments of humanity and vulnerability and sort of see the child in him, I guess.
Olivia, I saw on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon that you said to bond with your The Girlfriend co-stars that you sang Celine Dion, It's All Coming Back to Me Now. So I'm curious, what would be on your Alicent hype-up playlist? Would it be Celine Dion's I'm Alive, perhaps?
Yes, it could be. Yes, yeah. I don't know that one quite as much, but I could learn it and then make all my House of the Dragon cast sing it with me in tandem. I mean, everyone wants that.
Everyone
and
wants
needs
to
that.
Celine sing along.
Titanic.
Yeah. It's pretty great. We've seen you guys pose, a lot of the cast have posed together in House of the Dragon jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm curious what the inspiration is behind that and how that gets you all into the season 3 spirit.
It was a gift. We were given it by I think someone at HBO. Yes, the HBO had organised it for us as a gift, and it was really nice.
Other than Daemon, what would you say is a character who could best benefit from Alice's healing or guidance this season?
I want to interact with some of the women. Come on. Not because they need it, just for like venting purposes. Like, I think some of the women need to like check into Harrenhal and like have a chill, like goth girl, self-care weekend. Like, I mean, I'd love Rhaenyra and Alicent and Helena and Massaria and, Baela and Rhaena. Like, just all the girls, just get down to Harrenhal. Let's exercise some demons. I mean, it's such a hook for the audience, and I'm just like, we can't waste any more time. We don't have any more time in this life. Like, I'm like, let's just go for it. It's really my kind of the spirit of like how I feel about everything. I'm just like, let's go, you know? I've met people on this show who I know are going to be in my life forever. You know, I've had, you know, friends come visit me. I live in New York, and I've had, you know, friends come visit me in New York, and I visited them here, and we've gone on holiday, or like we go out to dinner, or just even just connecting with people I don't hang out with a lot. I'm just like, oh, such great people. So it means everything, because this is a job, but it's also our life, you know, and that's really meaningful.
It's very raw, right? We're entering into this game of who's gonna take the first step. Who, you know, are we gonna connect? Are we not? Very, very kind of raw and vulnerable. And I think, like, you know, especially the way that we ended season 2, there is. It's almost as if Alan has thrown a challenge to Corlys. You know, kind of been like, well, if you want to do this, like, this is what I feel, this is what I think. Let's have at it. And so entering into season 3, it's very much kind of seeing that relationship sort of expand and play. And it's only almost like a bad timing at the fact that this all happens right before one of the most devastating and horrible battles, you know, ever recorded in this world. It's a relationship, I feel, that, especially from Alan's perspective, even though it is too far gone, I think there is always that sense of, which is, you know, natural for a child to feel for their parent, a feeling of hope of like, what could happen here? And you do see that in episode 1. You do see that there is a glimmer of hope in the cabin. And I think, like, that is sort of where Alan's mentality is. It's like, this isn't going to be all roses and everyone's going to be cheery. It's like, who are we now? Like, what is this now? Because it is something that you can't avoid.
Matthew, how does it feel knowing that Team Green is really counting on you to keep their leader afloat and keep him going?
Oh, that's cool. No pressure then. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I think Laris is relying on Aegon for a lot of things, mainly for Laris, really.
With the evolving prosthetics for Aegon, I'm just wondering, is there anything that you did to unwind and get more into character?
Well, I had to avoid getting into character for as long as possible, I thought, which was my process, to kind of hold it off until the last minute, because it wouldn't have been sustainable. It varied, to be honest. There would be mornings where we'd watch Alan Partridge on repeat, which is a Steve Coogan character that he plays, very funny. I'm a big fan, and we just used to just watch that on repeat in the makeup room. How are you? Yeah. So that was great. But then there are other moments where we'd have really quiet mornings, and it'd be a case of maybe having some classical music on, or it'd be a silent day, so no one would talk. And we were also close in that makeup room that everybody understands each other and no one feels kind of put out if we're having a quiet day. It's just everyone benefits sometimes from one of those. Without that kind of team around you in moments like that, you'd have a tough time, I think, but I was super lucky.
One thing that we as viewers, we as media, we as fans really enjoy is seeing Emma and Olivia's relationship off screen. So I'm curious what you both think makes them such a magnetic pair together.
They don't like each other in real life.
They hate each other. It's all a joke.
It's all PR, I'm afraid. Vitriolic about each other, really.
It's venomous.
It's quite unpleasant to be around.
Yeah, so that's that clear.
No, they're just like lovely people, aren't they?
Of course. We're blessed on this show that there's not anybody who you want to stay clear of. Everyone's just so kind of humble and gracious and kind. We have a great time, though, don't we, on and off set?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
I feel so blessed to spend so much time with Matthew this season.
It was just such a wonderful way to spend however many months we did it.
Yeah.
It's just joyous, really.
Yeah, it's great to go to work and know that you're going to be stuck in a
raven.
Stuck in a shed full of raisins. Raisins?
Raisins.
Stuck in a shed full of ravens with your mate. That's lovely. You know, and I said this to somebody before, but Matthew has this beautiful, calm, centered, safe energy that I would often benefit from massively, being kind of overstimulated and a little bit kind of panicky, and trying to shut myself down so I don't get too overwhelmed. And just Matt's there being cool as a cucumber, and I just soak that in. It's so nice.
But then I'm on the phone to my agent, just complaining in the trailer, venting.
Yeah. Eat bird!
Eat bird, eat bird.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Very funny as well. We had a laugh.